So OpenAI has just acquired this company named Promptfoo. Let's find out more about this company. We are acquiring Promptfoo. Their technology will strengthen agentic security testing and evaluation capabilities in OpenAI frontier. Promptfoo will remain open source under current license, and we will continue to service and support current customers. Let's first see what this company is about. What do they do? Ship agents, not vulnerabilities. Automated testing that finds and fixes AI risk in development. Automated red teaming for agents and RAG. I have no clue what red teaming is. Let's see. Red teaming is an authorized simulated attack exercise where a group of ethical hackers, the red team, emulates real world adversaries to test an organization's security posture. It identifies weaknesses across the technology, physical security, and personal, offering actionable insights to improve defense, resilience, and incident response capabilities. Okay, so it seems like basically they're trying to attack this software and figure out all the flaws. Custom attacks generated for your target. So direct, indirect prompt injection, jailbreak tailored to your guardrails, data and PII leaks. What's PII leaks? Personal identifiable information, unauthorized exposure of sensitive data, names, SSN, financial records via breaches and misconfigured servers. Okay, this is a real problem, right? If you're using AI, and often if you're leaving your personal information, if you're leaving your PAN card, your password, right? AI should not be trained on that, and they should figure it out that, oh, this is your password, right? So maybe whenever they show that information on screen, they could blur it. They could make sure that they don't use that information in their training. So if someone else is asking a question to AI, it does not accidentally end up revealing your information. So they have a bunch of custom attacks and they would try your software against it to figure out if it is safe or not. Find AI vulnerabilities before they are merged. SAST for AI workflows catches prompt injection, PI exposure, and jailbreak risk in your workflows. Okay, so they do PR reviews, automated findings in your pull request, CI/CD, CLI integration for your any pipeline. What is SAST? Static Application Security Testing is a white box testing method that analyzes source code, bytecode, binaries for security vulnerabilities early in software development lifecycle without executing the program. Integrated into CI/CD pipeline, it provides immediate feedback to developers on issues like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, enabling cost-effective and real-time remediation. Basically, they're telling in your PR, have you written some code that is vulnerable and exposes some security risks? Complete lifecycle model security. Scan model files for malicious code and backdoors. Test foundation model behaviors against real attacks. Compare security across models and versions. Generate compliance reports. Okay. Work with open weight models and proprietary foundation models. Okay, so malicious code and backdoor, right? So basically, a lot of people will try to come up with like creative prompts. And can you get some extra information using creative prompts? Can you write your prompt in such a way that whatever guardrails that they have, right, the AI just skips it, right? Yeah, a lot of people used to do this with Grok early on. There was a ready-made prompt that was circulating on Reddit. If you just copy paste that prompt and would send it to Grok, it would just go unhinged and it would just talk whatever with you without any guardrails. In the newer versions of Grok, they know about it. So the moment you inject a prompt like that, they ask you, are you 18 plus? Are you this? Blah blah blah. Or they warn you that, oh, we know that you're trying to skip the guardrails. So I think they could be trying to figure out something like that. Evaluation. Build reliable prompts, RAGs, agents. Start testing the performance of your models, prompts, tools in minutes. Self-improving guardrails that learn from attacks. Unlike static guardrails, our system continuously improves through red team feedback, automatically adapts to new attack patterns, enforces custom company policies, learns from real world usage and attack attempts. It also helps you fix your guardrails, right? If they find that people are able to use this prompt and override whatever base prompt that you have provided. Okay. Enterprise MCP proxy for secure AI tool integration. Whitelist approved MCP servers for enterprise use, grant access to approved MCP servers. There are a lot of MCP servers out there. Maybe they are analyzing MCP servers and approving that, oh, this one is good to use. Real-time monitoring for PII and sensitive data. Prevent security risk from untrusted MCP. Yeah, I can imagine why this company would be pretty useful, right? The usage of AI obviously has increased exponentially, and it's going to increase a lot. This exponential usage of AI has opened up a whole new attack surface, right? And for these new type of attacks, you need a different security software, which is what they are providing. This is definitely a very interesting company, totally focused on safety against AI, which makes sense. AI security testing built into your development workflows. Yeah. And a great thing is that they are open source. We could go to their GitHub. They've got what, 12,000 stars. I have a feeling that there might be a good chance that OpenAI has acquired this team mostly for talent and less for the software. Because if they want to keep it open source, it's generally tough to generate revenue from open source softwares. The common pattern is generally to have open core. So you have the crux of the software, which is open source, and then on top of that you have some closed source software. So you provide a great deal of value using open source software. But if you want additional value, right, for that you need a closed source wrapper on top of the open source, right? And the closed source wrapper has to be definitely compelling. So it's generally a challenging problem to solve. Let's see if we can figure out the deal size for this. How much was Promptfoo sold for to OpenAI? Let's see if there's any information. Promptfoo has raised 23 million since its founding and has been valued at 86 million after its most recent round. OpenAI does not disclose the value of transaction. But I have a feeling that because they were valued at 86 million, most likely the deal size would have been more than 86 million easily. A company like this would also be struggling quite a bit in terms of making revenue. Let's look at the founders. What kind of background do they have? Ian Webster, Michael D'Angelo led LLM engineering and developer platform teams at Discord, scaling AI products to 200 million users. Michael brings extensive experience in AI as a VP of engineering and head of AI at Smile Identity. I have no clue what Smile Identity is. They have investors from Insight Partners, A16Z, Okta, Discord, Shopify. So this is the fact that Discord CTO is invested. It's a very good sign because their CEO used to work at Discord. I'm going to create a lot more videos about what's happening in AI, so subscribe for all the updates.